Welcome to the show. Oh, yeah. It's another beautiful day here in sunny Colorado today. Afternoon showers on the rise. Nice low 70s temperature.
It's the 2nd of June.
Just the 2nd of June.
It is the 2nd of June. Brian said something really shocking to me on our call with a buyer consult this morning. You want to know what that was?
I'd love to know.
6 months left of the year.
Yeah.
Woo!
We are halfway through 2023, y'all. I'm not sure I like that. I'm not ready for it. That means that Christmas is literally like right around the corner.
Christmas.
If we just got the girls out of school, they might as well just be starting back up again. Like I might as well.
You might as well just get the tree back up.
Yep, get the tree back up. You know, I think we should just leave the tree up all year round.
Are you seeing the logic in that now?
Yeah, because then I don't have to like take all the what's it called, ornaments on and off of it. Yeah. Mark and Heather leave their tree up. It's in the basement. I was like, that's pretty smart. You guys are awesome.
Pretty smart. I like it.
It's like all you got to do is carry that tree upstairs. Shout out to Mark and Heather. Good call. I'm trying to be like you.
You're very wise. Very wise.
Trying to be like you.
They're putting up Christmas lights today. Let's go.
Yep, pretty much. Oh my gosh. And what about those Nuggets? What's going on?
Oh yeah.
What are they doing? What are they doing out there? Did they win last night?
Killed it. Yeah, they had a great
Crushing
game.
them.
Yeah.
Crushing them. Who did they play yesterday? Because our cable's out, so I didn't get to even watch.
What?
I know.
Oh, hey, you know
Miami.
what?
Come on.
It's stupid.
Well, even though we signed a contract that said they would give us, during all the term of our contract, we would have working, functioning equipment, and currently we do not.
So what does that mean?
Shame on you, Comcast.
So can I break my contract?
I don't think it means you can break your contract.
I'm not even in a contract with them right now. So
my choices were this, Brian. My choices were, it is what it is. I'm not upset about it, honestly. One of the boxes went out, the main box. It's a 4K box.
It got struck by lightning. Lightning struck that bad boy, and now we don't get.
I cannot confirm nor deny that. I don't believe that's what happened. Nobody said anything about lightning. It's on like a surge protector.
Bad.
Something bad happened.
Whatever. The box is out. So he's like, well, I just ran out of the 4K boxes. I can give you a 1080p box, and it's not that small. And I was like,
no.
What other choices might you have, sir?
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Pretty much the only reason that I still have the cable aspect, I would still have the internet. I have to have the internet from them, but the only reason that I have the cable currently is because of the 4K Broncos games.
And I'm absolutely contemplating just kicking the cable and keeping the Xfinity
there probably is a solution in terms of.
We got rid of it. Yeah.
How are you going to watch football?
I need the 4K. Brian, here's the thing though.
YouTube TV.
You get 4K games.
And you get all the games.
If anyone
and they have the Sunday ticket this year. Yeah, they have the Sunday ticket.
And do you have to pay for that?
YouTube TV, yes. But we were already paying for all these add-ons. Like we have, everything under the sun. I promise you. If there is an app out there, Carrie is like, I own it because that's why we got rid of cable. Was we had so much duplicity of HBO Max, HBO, or whatever the new Max is. Then we had Netflix. Then we had Apple TV. We had Paramount. And we still do have all those. But now we're just not paying for cable.
That is the one reason, because I can get my local news if I want to. It is a little bit less convenient, I guess, your local news on an app rather than just tuning into the actual, so there is a convenience there. But you still get the information, and the only thing that is holding me back is that I haven't currently found the best 4K solution to watch my Bronco games, and
YouTube
so that's the one thing.
Interesting.
That's the one thing holding me back.
I'll check it out but the other thing with the cable that I've got a I guess routine or creature of habit thing is I want to be able to turn on Entertainment Tonight at 6:30. Should I want to watch that?
We don't need to get into the details of your viewing schedule. But
there's certain things I want to be able to watch. I need my Bubba.
I get it. I hear both sides of the story. Is it worth $200 and some a month? definitely not.
Not right now because I can't even turn it on.
Definitely not. But you know, there's some conveniences and some comforts to having it. Also, we have an outdoor space that has a TV out there, and there would be no other way. Well, I mean,
maybe we need to take a poll. Like, I want to know who out there has cut the cord with the cable TV.
I think it'd be overwhelming, like on our map.
Who is just who is just using their internet to stream different viewing platforms, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, whatever those favorites are. I want to know who's doing what.
We'll send you some socks.
Yeah, I'll send you some socks.
Shirt, hats. Yeah, we got.
I got
we have grocery bags.
Limited hats.
We're limited on the hats, and
limited on hats and limited on. I meant to say shirts, because the shirts are the ones that we have the least.
But I promised.
But we'll send you a care package.
I promised Rain 2 on the other day, so Rain gets 2 hats, 2 grocery bags, and a couple pairs of socks.
Right.
So
we'll give you a really nice care package. For giving us some good feedback here. On our show, because we really, we talk about the good stuff. I mean, literally, we talk about the good stuff all the time. Here.
I thought you were blowing that up.
I thought you were going to make it crash.
Blow it up?
Make it crash.
Blow it up. All right.
No, make it crash. Make it crash.
All right, let's see if I can
do the shatter.
If I can do this. Can I crash it here?
Yep, crash it.
Can I crash it into what?
The picture of Cleveland. We got to go right into Cleveland. Let's talk about it. Boom. Oh, thank you. Jeez. Okay. Favorite thing
all
right
steamed
now.
up and ready to roll.
Literally. We are super proud of our sellers over at Cleveland and Lafayette, Colorado. They finished the property, the interior of the primary house. All the construction is complete. It's been completely renovated. From top to bottom, and it looks incredible. So Brian went and got
nice.
Brian went and got aerial pictures last week, the walkthrough tour done, the interior shots. The sellers have worked really hard to do all of that. Look at this outdoor space. How can you not want to sit outside and enjoy family time or a barbecue or I don't know, just outdoor living in Colorado? It's incredible.
Well, they have the TV set up out there, so I mean, you could be watching the Nuggets game, you could be watching the Broncos.
Don't sleep on that. That's a nice convenience. I will tell you. From experience.
And then this kitchen, it looks incredible. They did a wonderful job of making that just look. It looks great and very comparable to the pictures, the 3D renderings that we had. So nice job to the contractors and the sellers for working so hard. This is the primary bathroom. Look at that tile. Insane. How beautiful it is. Go to the
beauty.
Yep, go to the tub, my soaking tub.
Let's do it.
I want to do a cold plunge in that. We'll talk about a cold plunge here in a little bit.
I've been loving the plunge.
That's my new favorite thing, you guys. Cold plunge. Yes.
Brian, do you plunge?
Do you know what a cold plunge is?
I don't. You have to tell me about this.
Oh,
I'll tell you about it. Oh. This is the primary bathroom. So it's open house tomorrow over at 709 East Cleveland Street up in Lafayette, Old Town Lafayette, Colorado. Brian's going to be there from what time? 9:30 to 12:30?
9:30 to 12:30. Yep.
Are you bringing snacks, donuts, cookies,
I'm bringing
coffee?
some snacks. I got all the good stuff.
Yes.
So
some Diet Dew.
You're bringing Diet Dew.
This property has some sweet opportunities on it too, because they are willing to sell it with the ADU completed or not completed. So it's listed at 1.4 million with the accessory dwelling, which is a 1-bed, 1-bath. And then if you don't want that, it's 1.2 million. And then they'll just give you the plans, and you can go do whatever you want with it and put it up when you want. So
smoking deal,
buddy?
Smoking deal.
It's a beauty, no doubt about her.
Yep.
All the top end finishes. 36-inch gas grill on this thing is just like amazing. So it's a chef's kitchen. It looks awesome. So yeah,
what I'm super impressed with too. Looking at the photos of the actual photos, clearly for a long time while we were advertising this property before it was built and completed, we had renderings, 3D architectural renderings of the photos, and just the comparison of the two, really came out exactly the same. Like the only difference is you can tell that these folks actually live there just because of it's that's the only difference. I mean, other than that, it looks exactly like it was intended.
They did a nice job. So
nice work.
Nice job to our sellers. If you know anybody that's looking for a great opportunity for their primary home, income potential, nanny quarters, mother-in-law suite,
I would do the ADU all day long.
Send them our way or send them the listing. We'd love to show them around.
For sure.
And Brian's going to be there all morning tomorrow, so come say hi.
Come check it out.
Come hang out.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome. Old Town. If you don't know Old Town Lafayette, downtown, it is everything's in walking distance. It seems like a small town, but it's ever growing. But it is so like comfortable. Just hang out. Like you just see like people having like that early morning coffee. In the afternoons, you see everybody kind of gather together. There's some great parks. I mean, there's a ton.
It's got a vibe for sure. It's a great place, no doubt about it. Yeah.
So and
I love it.
It's nice. Close to all of the. I mean, if you work in anything that's, with technology, internet companies, SpaceX, all those are right in that area, along with some medical providers. I mean, there's a ton of cool stuff. So come see us. It's awesome.
Yes, I'll make sure I put the info in the comments too, so you have the address and all the details. So
speaking of killer vibes, tell us about this photo.
Yeah, so I called
back at the Salt Cave.
So I talked
Shani's second home.
Yep, my second home. I talked to Brian.
Are they gonna hire you?
They might. I should get a job there. I totally should. So I talked to Brian on Wednesday afternoon after Rain and I went. Is that when I went, Brian? I don't know.
Yeah, it was Wednesday. Yeah.
And I posted about it on
time?
Facebook. Yeah. Which time? Yeah. And Brian's like, "You went to the spa again?" I was like, first of all, judgy. First, keep your judgments to yourself. Second, Rain and I have been trying to get down there for a couple of weeks, and this is the first day that we could get through. But this is our good friend and past client, Rain. Her and her family live here in the Springs. They're just wonderful people.
Love them.
I actually helped Quinn this morning do his appeal for his property tax valuation. And the biggest thing that I shared with him on that was they bought their house in July of 2021, so they had an appraisal.
Yeah, if you have an appraisal
for that time frame,
if you purchased in that time frame, that can help you out.
I said, situation. Get that appraisal now, and that's what he used to upload into the El Paso County portal, because they give you different options. Here, one, I think the property value is wrong. Two, I paid more. I have an appraisal for the time period, and then something about being a commercial property or an investment property. So as soon as he clicked that link, it brought you to a portal to upload the appraisal, say what the property value was, and at the very least, it's going to help these guys with their monthly output, because
too easy.
Hopefully their payment won't increase that much more. I think it will still increase a little bit, or what have you. But who knows what that'll look like. I asked him to keep me posted. So super helpful. And I was happy to do that with him. Meanwhile, Chris was dadding hard this morning, keeping the girls outside and at bay for, while I got to have that conversation. So shout out to Rain and Quinn. Love you guys. I'm sorry
my favorite peeps.
Yeah, I'm sorry we haven't been the best about staying in touch, but it's so important to be with your people.
We're always here, though.
And create community and relationships. I know it's just hard because work, life, school just gets busy, and being around people that you love the most in this world really helps remind you of how important that is. So
they have two young kids too, so that's another big
preach.
Preach.
Yeah.
And here's the good karma jar. I don't know.
Good karma jar.
I don't know. You put some karma in there, you can take it out. You take a little good karma, put it back in. So yes.
This could be
so all you people that were given bad karma, this is your chance to fix it.
Put it in the
get
jar.
yourself back on the good karma jar.
I like that.
If you need a jar, I'll make you one. I'll bring you a jar.
Speaking of good karma, man, this whole trip was just so
fun.
Yeah. So perfect. Loved it. I mean, the mountains this time of year, the weather was incredible. We just missed the mud season. It's kind of like right after that. So
got to go up to Vail, Colorado. Chris got a new thing with.
So this is my new jam.
Vic. You know what that is?
And I'm not.
It's an old man drink.
This is, I think you have to have a mature palate to appreciate this.
Is that an old fashioned?
That's an old fashioned.
And they kept on trying to hand that damn drink to me, and I was like, y'all are tripping.
It may not be for ladies.
I don't need hair on my chest. I don't.
It definitely makes you,
I know a good number of women that drink Cold Passions.
Well, they're strong ass women.
Went to a killer right next to that 10th Mountain Distillery tasting room is a cool store called Kimosabi, and I took these pictures of the boots for Shani because I know she likes that kind of stuff.
They're beautiful. Apparently, it's a very to-do shop to go get your Western apparel. It's been on the Real Housewives and all these women that are in there are all, enjoying the afternoon in Vail, Colorado with their cocktails and shopping. So this is our friends that we went up with. We had a thing where we took pictures in the elevator on the way down to the pool or when we were out and about for the day. Yep. And our friend Nick in the corner there, we've known Nick and Crystal for, 15 years. They worked at Outback when we worked at Chili's years and years ago. So we've known their family for a long time.
We literally met them by going in there. Shannon and I would go in there and one of them would wait on us, and that's how we became friends.
Yes,
right?
And now that Outback isn't there, Chili's, by the grace of God, is still there, and thank you for that. I still want to go get my egg rolls, and shout out to my people. But when we were there, and we were in the pool or the room or whatever, we were talking about Nick's new thing, which is cold plunge. So
all right, let's
hear about this.
Okay, so this is my new favorite thing, and just so you know, apparently, this cold plunge he bought like a tub or something, and that's something you can go buy. But a cold plunge is supposed to be very good for your cardiovascular.
Athletes, professional athletes do this, so it's nothing new as far as that goes. No. There is a difference though than the way that you're going to explain it than the tub. There are obviously tubs you can buy and specific ones you can get just for that. However, what my friend, and I believe him because two things. One, he wouldn't do it if it didn't work.
He's like super beast mode. The dude works out like crazy.
He wouldn't waste his time if it didn't work.
He goes and does like the
CrossFit
he's
and
all the competitions.
Chris, always has been.
Chris did Tough Mudder with him years and years ago when I was pregnant with Avery or roundabout, and they did Tough Mudder up in Vail in tuxedos. So dude isn't messing around, and he would like whoop you on any given Sunday. But he was talking about the cold plunge and how it's good for your cardiovascular system. It helps with it basically takes the happy hormones or the happy feelings that your body produces naturally, the dopamine and what's the other one? Dopamine and
I don't know enough about
and it
that
extends that feeling. So the feeling that you get after you work out and how you're like happy for half an hour or whatever that time frame is, it's going to extend that feeling for longer throughout the day. So the longer you can cold plunge your body in the shower, in the tub, in whatever, and it's been like on
he does it for 4 minutes.
He makes it 4 freaking minutes.
You need to work up to 4 minutes. I'm
at 1 minute 10 seconds.
In between minute and a half,
46 seconds. I'm out.
Yep.
It's very hard to do.
I did it both days when I showered in Vail, and no kidding, I'm in the shower in the Ritz freaking Carlton, screaming because it's so freaking cold. It
Front
is
Rangers. That water that comes out of the faucet there is much colder.
It was so
much
freaking
colder.
Cold.
No doubt
and then
about
I got my husband in the background like timing me with the phone. He's like, "Get your head under the water," and I was like, "You wait till you get your butt in here."
So the difference is here. There's a couple things. So it releases these endorphins. It definitely energizes you. You feel
different.
You feel like a just a good feeling. It carries throughout. Like you can at least attribute just more energy and kind of those same feelings that Shannon's talking about can be attributed to the cold plunge. But what you don't want to do, couple things. Number one is don't do it at night. Yep. So if you do it at night, you would get these feelings that could potentially mess with your sleep. So it's not the kind of thing that you're going to want to do.
Reverse. Reverse what you want. Yeah.
But if
I'm hooked,
if you take showers in the morning,
can make
great.
If I can make it to 4 minutes, like homie Nick, I'm gonna be a rock star.
And the other thing too is that it's actually colder, I guess, or easier, if you will, in a tub. So your body can adjust to like a tub of water much easier than it can actual water coming out of the shower. So the shower is kind of a little bit more of a dynamic, like you're getting And I mean, it too when you have to turn around because there's you're under there or whatever, and there's a point when you got to turn around. I literally, when I did it in Vail, when the water hit my back, it didn't even feel like it was liquid. It felt like it had, it was the weirdest thing. Like it felt like it was solid. Yeah, like it wasn't. And it was just like, whoa, that was, crazy. And it was just because it was shocking my body, I think. I don't really know what was going on.
It was very uncomfortable. And then just the conversation around it was uncomfortable. And then now that we're like implementing that into our lives, what is that book, Brian, where you eat the dragon or you eat the frog or whatever?
Eat the frog first.
Yep, eat the frog first. So we also learned a little bit about, facing your fears and going through that kind of scenario this week and talked about that quite a bit and little tidbits on that with facing your fears. And that definitely is something that would be a fear, I think, for somebody, like stand in the shower under cold water, ice ass cold water for 4
you can
minutes.
psych yourself on out about it. Like when you're thinking about it and you're actually going to do it, that's how I psyched myself the second time in Vail, because that water was cold. I did do it the first day and I completely did it, like plunged all the way head first, which also, if you get your head wet first, that can also kind of get your body used to what's happening. So I want
to know who's going to join. Yeah. I want to know who's going to join me in my cold plunge challenge.
I'll try it. I'll give you my word. I'll try it. So let me ask you a question. So I jump into this freezing cold water.
Yep.
I jump into this freezing cold water.
Do it after your shower, though. Do it after you take your shower. Like after you handle your business, you shave.
You don't have to do it that way. You can do it however you choose.
I do it after I wash everything.
But
could I go in, give myself a minute of freezing to death, and then turn on the warm water and take a shower?
Sure, you could do that.
Absolutely,
you could do that.
But there's something invigorating at least for me at the end when I'm done. And
it's so invigorating. You forget to squeegee the dang glass. That's how invigorating it is. I have to be like, what is the deal?
Why is there water on here? I'm like, I was so freaking cold. I couldn't.
When I was in Vail, and what psyched me out is I pushed the faucet to the corner or whatever while I was getting the water right, because I wanted to make sure I got it right. Like where it's not mixing in any hot water. And it's giving me
there's
the
something that
maximum
happens
cold.
with the water pressure when you're in cold. It like goes kicks down.
It's different everywhere. Like it was different in Vail than it is here or whatever. But I got it on all the way cold, and when it was running down right there, I was just like, nah, I don't want to do it.
He couldn't do it. He was like, I'm done.
So I psyched myself out by doing all that and getting it perfectly cold. So my advice is just go for it.
Jump in.
Eat the frog.
Turn around, get as much of it, start at like 30 seconds, work up to a minute and so on, in maybe 30-second increments. But like I was saying about Nick, is he wouldn't do it if it didn't work. And I know I respect his opinion, especially when it comes to anything, physical related. Like he's definitely knows what he's talking
physical
about.
And mental too, because there's a mental challenge that happens with that, where you're like, I have got to stand in freezing cold water for how many minutes?
I know.
Like he's a G. He's a straight up.
Well,
4 minutes.
It's
4 minutes.
After a workout, I mean, having cold on your muscles is fantastic for your muscles. So
I'm going to add that to my poll too for the end of the the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you are going to join us in the cold plunge challenge?
Yeah, suckers.
Suckers.
Join us. Yeah.
Yep,
join us. Join us, suckers.
I'm a concert-aholic on the road to recovery. Just kidding. I'm on the way to a concert literally every day, right? Every day.
Yeah, that was
Is that a thing? Can we go see therapists for being a concert-aholic? Will they
they'll definitely take your money
I think that is your therapy.
For sure.
Right?
That is your
therapy.
You
go to a concert and you just, you just chill out and have a good time. This was Carrie and I. We were at Jason and Megan's some of our clients and friends that just moved to Texas. We were at their going away party.
You guys look great.
Yeah, it was fun. It was cool to see.
Where did they move to? Tell us about this slide.
Where they moved?
They moved to Texas.
The blue part of Texas or the red part of Texas?
Actually, the blue part of Texas. So this is a map that just came out, and it's a pretty interesting map over the last 2 years of where people have moved from. And where they're going and where they're coming from, and you can kind of see on the codes. Like, so like,
let's explain that for those that might just be listening and might not be able to see it.
So if it's red, that's where they're moving out of. So,
I see a lot of people leaving California, Washington, a part of Oregon, the northeastern part of the country, the East Coast, and New York,
Chicago,
Washington.
You're seeing, like, you can see in like the tip of Florida, like Miami, that lower part of Florida has a lot of people moving out of it.
Looks like Minnesota a little bit too, or even around the Great Lakes. What's that state right there?
That might be Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder what's going on up there in Wisconsin to make those guys just.
I don't know. It could be northern Minnesota.
Get on down to Florida. They're going to Florida.
You see where they're going to, though, right? Is other states that that's kind of we keep track of this in all states, but it's your plus and minus of your population, and so
everybody's going to Florida.
It looks like a lot of people are going to Florida,
Texas. Yeah, I mean, so and even look at like the Southeast, it's has a huge influx of people in there too. But this is how we keep track of, you can see this with policies, you can see this with politics sometimes, you can see this with cost of living, especially. You can see where job growth is, you can see where where expansion's happening or not happening. But like we hear a lot like, oh, there's so many people coming to Colorado, don't come to Colorado. You see, if you look at the map, you're seeing more people move to more of our rural parts of Colorado as opposed
except
to
Wyoming. Nobody's going to Wyoming.
Well, so they're probably flat, right? So a lot of these are flat. So if you look at what it's for, every dot is 100 people or 100 households. And so when you break that down, like some of these, when they're fully coded in, or colored in, like that's telling you, hey, like this is an area that people are moving out of, and or they're moving into. And so we really look at this, especially if you're looking for investment properties, you're looking for where you're gonna, like, if you wanted to move and go to a place that's whatever, more friendly to families, kids, whatever, or less friendly if you don't want to have kids and stuff like that around. This map comes out every year, but it gives you just kind of a what's happening. But these are stats that we keep track of, and it really does show that where the influx of people are going to and from. And so,
where would one go if you don't want kids around? I just want to hear, because you just said that.
I didn't understand that one either. And Shannon totally co-signed on it too. She's like, yep, totally. I can relate with that. I'm like,
no, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for maybe a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So and there are parts of Florida and other places that have a lot of retirement communities that are 55 and up.
Do you think
you don't want those meddling kids?
Do you think it's political?
Making noise.
Not to get political.
You know how dang noisy they are, and like if like
get off my grass.
Get off my grass.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
That's right.
Is that you? Yeah. Is that going to be you out there?
Oh,
that's going to be Chris, totally.
For sure.
Like,
totally,
get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I live by the golden rule too, which is you don't mow another guy's lawn. You just don't do that. That's not something you do.
What was the platinum rule that we heard yesterday?
Well, the platinum rule is better than the golden rule.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because the golden rule, it seems like it would be effective. Treat others like you want to be treated.
It's how they want to be treated. You treat others how they want to be treated.
That's the platinum rule.
Yep. So the golden rule is treat others how you want to be treated.
But even better than that would be...
And to take it another level up is treat others how they want to be treated.
And that's, it's really good to kind of think of that. We're getting a lot of knowledge and, in
little
that
tidbits.
Little nuggets.
Little takeaways.
Yeah.
I like that.
We got a folder full of them.
Well, hey, nobody's perfect in this world, and we're doing our best to try to be good people and contributors to society and good parents and good friends and all that. So
be better than you were yesterday.
Yeah,
that's right. And I would say that it's never too late. You can always be better.
You can always drink an old fashioned, take a cold plunge, and cut the cord with cable. Let's see. What are we going to do?
Tell us.
And
I might. I mean, what could I do with that money? A whole lot more than whatever I'm doing now.
Yep. Let's talk about this and we'll wrap it. Oh, go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I was saying when we cut the cord, we were like, I was super apprehensive, but I realized I don't really watch that much cable, so it wasn't that big a deal.
I'm fiending right now.
Well, and sidebar too, while I'm thinking about it, I do want to kind of talk to you about something off the air, so don't just hang up at the end. I gotta kind of talk some.
It's got some Wi-Fi,
some logistics, and
some Wi-Fi tips for you. But another thing you guys all need to keep in mind, and for the future, in August, our daughter Avery, our little budding star, she has been working her tail off this week.
So hard.
And she auditioned for the School of Rock, the musical, who is being directed by a Broadway legend, Lara Teeters. I can't say his name correctly because I have problems with my vowels. But either way, she went and auditioned on Tuesday. She got a call back on Thursday, and then late last night we got a cast email saying you're in the band.
She got the role she was going for.
She made it.
Nice. She tailored a monologue and sang a song. Obviously she did a lot during the callbacks. I mean, this is a lot for a little person.
A 10-year-old. Yeah, I can't even believe it.
I'm so proud of all the kids that I saw there. There was younger kids there, just really like we've had some, it's been
I can't believe she gets to add that to her resume at 10 years old.
I can't believe we had to make a resume so she could
I had to make a resume for my 10-year-old to do that, which that was really weird for me. All together, because I was like, I'm totally the momager right now. I'm the momager.
Well, and if you think about the characters of School of Rock too, right? Like Avery's very talented and there's a lot of people that she could be, but Summer Hathaway totally encompasses somebody that Avery would be like.
Always,
You know what I mean? She's like sassy, well-spoken,
super smart,
knows, I don't know. It was just
outgoing, all of it. So that's going to be in August, the actual performance. These guys are going to be rehearsing and planning and preparing and all of that up until August. I think it's the 25th and 26th. So if anybody's interested in tickets for that or wants to come and check it out.
We might buy a bunch of tickets.
I might,
We should buy a bunch of tickets,
You know what I mean? Let's figure something out and get some people there.
I want you guys to come and check it out and experience some local theater, and then you get to, it's a win-win. So bravo, all of the things for that. So
proud parents.
We're proud of
our little
bragging
girl.
moments. So everybody have a great weekend. Come see Brian at the open house. If you have any questions on your assessment, you only have like 4 or 5 days, not very many left. I think you have till the 8th. And cold plunge challenge. Who's coming with me?
Plunge it.
And who's cutting the cord to cable? I want to know.
Turn the water on cold.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right. Have a great weekend. Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.